Libby's I've always respected and appreciated for being a canned vegetable that you can get with no preservatives. They're farmed on generational farms in the U.S., canned within miles of where they're harvested, and it's just water, a pinch of salt, and what came out of the earth. So and you can get them at just about any grocery store anywhere. And so they were looking to give back to people who were sharing these green bean casserole recipes by giving back to Meals on Wheels, which is an organization that I grew up knowing because my grandfather volunteered for them. And yeah, the whole point of the campaign is to share this green bean casserole recipe, which to me is like the most fun part of cooking. We do a lot more cooking here in Texas because I'm not going to lie, because we live outside of any food delivery zone. Yeah, we've started sharing recipes more because we're cooking more. And, we're cooking food that we know, what's going into it. So it's better for our bodies, but the communal aspect of it is really good for the soul too. What we actually really do is we follow their curiosities. So when they're curious about homeless people, we talk about that. We try to be holistic about the problem and talk about it as honestly as possible. Different solutions, things that have worked, here in Austin or seem to be working, things that haven't worked in other cities. And then we look for ways to volunteer. Yeah, I was on the West Coast.
Yeah.
It feels like home here. I really feel grounded. I love being so connected to the weather and the seasons, and whether or not it rains has stakes here. Whereas in LA, it was a rain meant I would be 20 minutes late because everybody would drive more slowly. So yeah, there's just a real connection to the natural rhythms of the earth and the seasons. And that's been really, really good for my nervous system, and I can see for the kids as well. I do miss my friends. I did really, have some great relationships out there. But the cool thing about Austin in particular is people like to come here. So they come and they visit. I've flown back to LA for a couple of visits here and there. But yeah, it's just been a really good fit. It feels like home. That's the trickiest thing. That is the trickiest thing because in my experience, it's that one-on-one time that means the most.
Yeah.
And, dedicated one-on-one time, you just have to carve it out. You have to fight for it, elbow out every minute to do it, and set a schedule and find out what the kids want to do. And then as things come up too, it's actually kind of fun. Like, oh, somebody just invited us to an Austin FC soccer match. Which child do I want to take? Which one will really respond to it? And then you ask, and if they get really excited, then you picked the right one. It's like, okay, that's our date. We're going. And, that's the best thing about being a parent is getting to experience that kind of stuff with your kids. So I'm just relishing all of those experiences while they're still so super psyched to come with me. He anchors the family in such a beautiful way. It's been such a blessing, and it's been so healing for us on so many levels to have him around. And the girls just dote on him. And my son has a brother, and I think there's just a little bit of him standing up a little straighter. I feel like now that he knows he has this little brother who's looking up to him, and then once they get older, we can have some boys trips. It takes a lot of organization, I will say that, man, because okay, you got the 6 kids, bedtime, you good, great, we're out. That doesn't quite happen. So there's a lot of training and an explanation that goes into it. So afternoon dates are often really kind of the way to go. We haven't been able to put together an evening date in quite some time. So right now we're kind of the quick coffee shop or even an errand run. Honestly, errand runs. We've had some of our favorite afternoons on errand runs. With this many beautiful little humans around and an amazing life. It's kind of about picking the things that are on the plate and then just making human interaction out of them.